Okay, people, how y'all doing? Today I have some unfortunate news. Before I get into that, though, I do want to say, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe. We're getting really close to 1 million. NoJumper.com for merch if you want to support because we're not making money off these videos. That being said, let's get into it. So I was just in the UK, and it was overwhelming doing like 12 interviews in a 3 day period. And this guy, who I'm sure you can see on the camera here, Unknown T, we did his interview. He was one of the guys, one of the first ones I did actually while we were out there, which is why we actually dropped it today. We're at the beginning cycle of dropping all these interviews. So his interview is out if you want to see what he's all about. But anyway, today this news comes out, and this is crazy. We're going to take a look at the details that have been expressed about this case. But my impression of Unknown T from doing the interview, and it's kind of something that I got from pretty much everybody that I interviewed, honestly, in the UK, was that they're not too keen on talking about any kind of street stuff. Now, I mean, that's a pretty familiar theme with U.S. rappers and everything. A lot of times you'll interview somebody and you want them to sort of divulge all the intricacies of all the stuff they're talking about in their songs. You know, a lot of people talking about guns and selling drugs and all kinds of violence in their songs, but then you get them on camera, they don't really want to talk about it. I mean, Unknown T, he personified that because that was one of the first interviews I did in London, and I was really, curious about just asking questions about like what goes on in the hoods, the ends of the roads, as they call it in the UK, and he wasn't saying shit. He didn't say nothing. So whatever. He kind of has that cool, calm exterior and everything. But yeah, he definitely wasn't trying to say too much. So when I heard this news coming out, I was like, oh, well, maybe that explains why he didn't want to say too much. Or maybe he just didn't want to say too much. Because I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm just saying that he's being charged. So let's read. London drill rapper Unknown T has been charged with the murder of a man stabbed to death at a party. The 19-year-old, real name Daniel Lena the Plug, is charged with the murder of Stephen Narvez Jara, 20, on New Year's Day last year. Police called to an address near Old Street in central London in the early hours of January 1st, 2018, found the victim from Kent suffering from stab wounds. He died at the scene. Lena, or whatever, Unknown T, of Hackney, East London, also faces a charge of violent disorder on the same date. He appears before whatever that says on Thursday. Magistrates? I'll just go with that. The rapper, a rising star of the drill scene, will appear alongside Mohammed Mousse and Ramani Borland, both 20. Mousse is only charged with violent disorder and not the murder. Unknown T was arrested on the day of the murder, while his co-defendants were arrested in the days after. Am I reading this right? Was arrested on the day of the murder. But didn't they say that they were released? Oh, they were bailed before being released under investigation in November last year, and were then charged by postal requisition on July 6th. So I'm a little confused, but apparently this happened all the way back in January. A Met police spokesman said detectives investigated the murder of 20-year-old Stephen Jar on New Year's Day 2018 and have charged 3 people. Police were called by the paramedics on New Year's Day 2018 around 2:35 a.m. to an address, a flat in Bartholomew Court. Stephen from Belvedere, Kent, was found suffering from stab injuries and was pronounced dead at the scene. God, some of these articles, like, I don't know if I've ever read like a Yahoo article before, but it's just so repetitive. It's like they're just saying the same thing over and over, so this will be longer. Another 20-year-old man at the scene who was also found with stab injuries was taken to a hospital and subsequently recovered. Unknown T's first official single, Homerton B, was released without a label but reached number 48 on the UK singles chart in October 2018. He was subsequently signed by Universal Music Group. The track also reached number 13 in The Guardian's top 100 tracks of 2018. Unknown T is scheduled to perform at this event that, I guess it's not going to happen. Wow. I'm taken aback. I'm shocked because, I mean, a lot of these guys, rap about some grisly stuff, but it's like, a lot of people rap about grisly stuff and you assume they're not really doing stuff. And now here we have this case, and we don't really know anything. I've been keeping an eye on his Instagram and everything, and I haven't seen any real news about this. So yeah, I don't really know what the update is coming from him. I don't know how these things typically play out. I don't know what kind of evidence they could have really gotten in that period of time, or what is going to be used against him. Presumably, somebody snitched or somebody's talking to the cops or whatever. I don't know. But either way, best wishes to Unknown T. And if you guys are looking for a window into his personality, I guess you go check out the YouTube video that is up now on the No Jumper channel. But anyway, Unknown T, much respect, man. I'm wishing you the best. A good guy as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, keep your nose on the grind. Everybody out there, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Free Unknown T, etc.